This week we are going to talk about idolatry and idols, about the idols that we have and the roles they play in our lives, about why it is that we even have them. Let's talk about that first. Idols serve many purposes. For some, they are about anxiety. That was surely the case for our ancient brothers and sisters of Israel. The irony, of course, as we talk about idolatry and relate it back to that Old Testament story, is that as Moses was up on the mountain receiving the Ten Commandments from God, our brothers and sisters were down below, violating the second commandment. They didn't know it at the time because they had not received the Ten Commandments, but they were doing it anyway. For some, our idols center us. Again, that was the case for our brothers and sisters. They didn't need a golden calf. They didn't need a golden anything. What they needed was something that was there right in front of them, that was real, something they could see and touch and feel, something that reminded them that they were special, that God was with them, and they were still part of the covenant community. For others, idols are things that give us hope, or maybe even things that give us something to aspire towards. When I was young, I had two. One of my idols was Robin Hood. Again, not the Kevin Costner version, but the Disney version, the cartoon Red Fox. I love the way Robin Hood thought about those who needed a little bit of extra love, a little bit of extra help, and was standing in solidarity with his brothers and sisters. Another one for me was a guy named Keith Hernandez. He was a first baseman for the St. Louis Cardinals. That was my favorite team, and I wanted to be like him. Now, neither Robin Hood nor Keith Hernandez, they are the equivalent of the golden calf, but still, I held them up higher than they needed to be held up. And in hindsight now, as I look back on that, I wonder if that was fair. I want us to think this week about the idols we have. I want us to think about the roles they play in our lives, about why it is that we have them. And more importantly, I want us to think about what our lives would look like without them.